Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Sergei Pavlovich calls out Jon Jones following an impressive TKO victory over Curtis Blaydes last night at UFC Vegas 71. Here's what Sergei had to say about his victory over Blaydes. I pretty much understood that a couple times I was going to get him, he was going to be really worried about trying to go for a takedown. He tried a couple of times, but it didn't work out for him. On why he will be the one to beat Jon Jones, Pavlovich said, "The fight will show. I will prepare. I will be super ready, but the fight will show." What did you guys think of Pavlovich's victory over Blaydes? And do you think he stands a chance against Jones? Let us know your opinion in the comment section. Bobby Green vents his frustration with the outcome of his fight against Jarod Gordon last night. The fight was ruled a no contest following an accidental but vicious headbutt from Green. Here's what he had to say.
Did you ask me a question about my feelings before?
I did.
You know how we're gonna let some feelings out today. This, and this. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We clash heads. I was trying to go for an elbow, and he kind of dipped his head, and we kind of clashed. But he was still moving. He was trying to put me in a triangle. I fought the triangle off, and he was still moving fine. And then after when I busted his ass, wow, then he was up. He was still straight. And they want to try to slide me on my money. That's what I'm mad about. I need my money, bro. I need my money.
Mohammad Usman reveals what advice his brother Kamaru offered him before his victory over Junior Tafa last night. Here's the clip.
And I know right before you went in the cage, it looked like your brother gave you some advice and you whispered it in your ear. Are you able to share any of that with us?
My brother just kept saying the same thing over and over again. He says, don't rush, stay patient. You know, this fighting, you know, when you rush, your heart rate goes up. Your heart rate is already going through the roof. But when you rush, it goes up a little bit more, and that can lose and makes you lose track of focus. And the mission is not to go in there and rush. The mission is to go in there and execute and do what we need to do to get the job done. And I'm glad that we got that done today.
Sean O'Malley discusses what it will be like to eventually retire from MMA during a recent edition of the Bro Malley Show.
Yeah, that word retirement scares me sometimes.
Scares you personally?
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
Like, what the hell are you gonna do after? Or?
No, not necessarily that. I'm a farmer. I got chickens. I got turtles. Earth's flat, so I think I'll be fine. But it's a weird, like, damn. You do something for your, you know, I've been doing this since I was 16. Like, I always kind of have a date in mind. And then when you're tired, I think I'll be fine. Because I have so many different avenues. I enjoy doing the podcast. We do 2 podcasts a week. I bust nuts left and right, so I'll be all right.
Do you think egotistically it'll take you a hit at all? You won't be that guy anymore?
I'll be that guy always.
Well, I mean, like,
I'll always be that guy. Don't you worry about that.
I know, but you're not gonna be the...
I don't think I'll take a hit, because the only reason why I say that is because I'd be more sad now if I had to retire and I couldn't go out and do what I know I'm capable of doing. But at the point when I'm time to give it up, it's like, okay, I'm quadruple champ, 135, 145, 155. I'm gonna drop down from 55 to 25, so I'll be quad champ. So I'll be you know, had done it all.
Arnold Allen reveals he wants to be matched up with Brian Ortega next. Allen believes both fighters have something to prove. Here's the clip.
You know, I don't think this performance puts me down the rankings any, and there's only a couple of guys above me in those spots that you know, that are available options. So something like that would be great. Obviously, still looking to pursue upwards in the ranking.
Where's Brian Ortega? Where's Brian Ortega at these days?
Yeah, that's probably the matchup that makes the most sense. You know, we're both in the same position. We're looking for redemption. He's had his title shot. I'm sort of still trying to earn mine, and that's the guy to put me right back in there. I think we'll win there. 100% we'll be back in that title talk.
On a potential matchup with Ortega, this is what Allen had to say.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's a great competitor. Really good jiu-jitsu. He's shown some really good knockout power. He's outstruck some great strikers as well. So he's not just a one-trick pony. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to come back better than ever off this injury. So he's looking to rebound and earn himself a title shot again. I'm looking to rebound, and you know, it'll be a great fight. I think that's a headliner for sure.
Daniel Cormier and Ben Askren both claim there is no one in the middleweight category that can beat Israel Adesanya right now. Here's what the pair had to say.
I would favor Izzy over everybody. Obviously, he's beaten them all. But Chimaev presents a different problem. But does the Gilbert Burns fight tell you that Izzy's a much harder fight than maybe people anticipate because he can't just take him down?
Izzy has been hard. He has been hard to take down. I remember, actually, it was one of your fights, the first one of the first UFCs I went to after the trade. So now we're talking years ago, but you fought Derek Lewis, and somewhere down the line, at least a few fights, was Adesanya fought Derek Brunson, and Brunson didn't get close to taking him down. And I was like, man, I thought Brunson might at least get one, like make it a little competitive, but he really didn't.
DC then goes on to suggest the best fight for Izzy and the UFC is Adesanya versus Pereira 3.
But ultimately, it's what's next for Israel Adesanya. I think it should be Pereira 3.
It should be Pereira.
I would be all in on that fight. And I believe that Izzy winning this one would kind of propel him to knowing, hey, now I know I can beat this guy. Yeah. Because no matter what he did before, he never could really solve the problem of what Alex Pereira was.
Chael Sonnen slams John Jones in a recent video, saying that him moving to heavyweight was the biggest mistake in MMA history.
Was the John Jones experiment up to heavyweight, was that the worst decision in MMA history? Was it the worst career decision that you've seen somebody make? I mean, you've got a world champion who gives the belt back and waits 3 years, goes and prepares for 3 years to try to become world champion. He took 3 years of training to attempt to come back to gain what he had and handed back initially. I mean, conceptually, I think that's tough. And you get the fine details and say it's a different weight class. Okay, fair enough, but it's not a better weight class. You went into the worst weight class, right? Like, the heavyweights suck. Did John Jones prove that he is a better fighter than we already thought that he was, or did he just prove that the heavyweights suck? In all fairness, I went to heavyweight a number of times. I never had an easier time in the sport. When you look at top 10 lists, you don't see heavyweights.
Beneil Dariush doesn't think the Charles Oliveira fight is going to happen. Following Oliveira's withdrawal from UFC 288, the fight has been postponed until June. However, speaking with ESPN recently, Dariush reveals he doesn't think the fight will actually happen.
At this point, I'm just trying to be as prepared as possible because I'm not very confident this guy's going to show up, right? So I just try to be as prepared as possible for whoever shows up. On May 6th, I was actually willing to fight just about anybody. I offered to fight Arman Sarukian, and I didn't realize it, but there's a lot of welterweight options too. And I was open to that, but I didn't even know about them yet.
He's 1-0 on you. These are the two biggest names in the division. I want to see it again. I want to see it again now, and I want to see it with no dehydration time. But you don't classy too. You tried to peg him with the lead hook. Mate, all the respect in the world to you. You're the future. You're the future of this game. And I'm watching you all the way. I wish you all the best.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.